Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Nadir, a grim, dark deck builder. Nadir very recently released into early access, and we have gone through one run as the one, the only, Jeanne d'Arc. Alas, before we could face the great demon Beelzebub, we were felled by Cerberus. It was pretty close though, and I've learned a lot about the game. If you've never seen it before, it is a roguelike deck builder inspired by Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon, but it has a very unique take on combat, one I think I'm slightly better at. Today we will not be playing Jeanne to correct our mistakes of the past. No, no, no. We're going to learn further with Vlad Tepes, better known perhaps as Vlad the Impaler. Also, the third character agreed is Hernan Cortez, who I didn't know. But hey, we can look forward to playing as an Inquistador. Is that how you say that? Maybe. Anyway, Vlad Tepes, killing in the name of faith, sounded like a good excuse to hide Vlad's thirst for blood and carnage, but every lie ends one day, and this one ended spectacularly for the Valhallian prince. Valachian prince. There's missing a C there, and I think that's supposed to be a W. Now, cursed, Vlad wanders the underworld, strengthening himself with the blood and life energy of other beings. Many wonder how could he cross the Styx as a vampire. They supposedly cannot cross flowing water. Perhaps in the lie of Vlad. So we're a vampire. Interesting. Jeanne was a very basic, like, armor, sword fighter character. Hopefully, we get some magic today. That would be fun. Let us begin. Beelzebub with the gluttony. Oh yeah, our town hasn't really expanded much. We just unlocked Vlad, basically. So, that's cool. Also, we heal, I think, for 8 each time we descend down a layer of hell. So let's get started, shall we? Time to find out what's in our deck. Now, Jeanne began with 20 armor, and we have 0. 0. Terrifying. The Blight Maggot, an opponent we have fought many times, once, but is not that bad. If we redraw our hand, we will apply Shielded 1 to him, which will block attacks. If you've never seen the combat before, the way it works is these are the enemy attacks up at the top. He has no action of his own. We get to pick what he does. Isn't that fantastic? Truly marvelous. So we are going, I'd like to play this armor. And I believe we can get through the shield, so let's just smack him a few times. Uno. Dos. So far, all we've seen are the basic cards. Oh, here we go. Do we just double block? I wonder if Vlad has any unique cards, or if we're just waiting for that to happen. Now, he will gain 2 shielded, which... ooh, devouring damage. Okay. So I'm assuming that's lifesteal. He also has seal if he had 2 red cards, but we just flipped it. A character with Precise has a 100% chance to score a critical hit with its next attack card. Precise can stack, and each point indicates the number of attacks with increased critical hit chance. Each attack reduces the stack by 1. Here's the question. The fateful question. I guess I'm going to flip this. Does 1 stack of Precise work for this dual attack? That is the question. Also need to play this as blue. And I just kind of screwed the pooch on that one. Great. Good. It doesn't matter if we can crit, to be honest. It would be good. This is a fantastic start. What is, Shielded is 2 red. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to try and work towards this so we can put out a shield. Maybe. I kind of need to draw it right now, though. There it is. Fantastic. So we are shielded. He is going to attack us, but we are going to block it. And I suppose now we can ask our question. Yeah, sure. So we're going to slash twice here. Play the blue part of this. Get rid of the shield and hit him for 3. Now, we are going to gain Precise, which will guarantee our crit. Oh, I gained 2 of them. Is that what the card said? Anyway, so this will deal 12. He's going to live at 2. That's unfortunate. Oh, we had a cool... Both were crits, and I only used 1 stack. Phenomenal. Okay. Unfortunately, can I draw another slash? That'd be great. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, so because our hand doesn't fully recycle every turn, I think we're going to want to keep our deck very, very thin. Oh, we got bleeding. Oh. And we're going to want a lot of one-cost cards, I've discovered. Rip and Tear. Well, I have to take it. That sounds cool. I wouldn't mind one steel buffs. Hello? I wouldn't mind one 3-cost card. It's very difficult to play those, but they can be exceptionally powerful, as you can see here. A character with bleeding loses 1 HP for each point of bleeding after playing a card. Then the bleeding value is reduced by 1. I see. So this damage ticks after we trigger one of his attacks. This damage could be absolutely... this damage and thus this healing could be absolutely obscene if we compare it with a precise. 2 weak. Reduces damage by 1, as you would expect. Rust reduces armor. That could be really good after playing a card. That's kind of tricky when we're dealing with the AI, though. But we'll take one 3-cost card. I think that's fine. One. Only. Only one. I think my only hope is we're going to have to redraw. We just try and wear off as much of this weekend as we can, redraw to reset the pips, and pray to the dark gods, really. I think that's how this is going to go. Lives at 1. We did it. Holy crap. We're alive. Oh, the agony. The escape. Finally. Alright, I think we're going to return to Nadir. And, restarts. When you return to Nadir, you bring back all of your resources instead of losing half of them. It's only 28 of these things, but I think I can build a new building. I hope. Well, let's get the Exalted Crypt here. I don't know what a damned reward note is, but let's get it. I don't know how the heck I'm going to edit this, but let's pull back with Vlad Part 2. I probably edited out most of the first one. So we're back with Vlad after an early return to Nadir because things were going poorly. I did manage to survive, but a lot has gone awry. So, we're back at the beginning. We are fighting a beggar with some armor. Vlad is an interesting character. He is a vampire, for lack of a better term, and thrives primarily on stealing life as his primary source of damahe. And there are a few things about stealing resources that are good to know, or stealing life. And the first one is that if you attack armor, you don't steal life. That actually is quite logical, if you think about it longer than 5 seconds. But, there it is, the devouring damage. We're at full health, so we don't really need to steal life. We'll also use our block here. 16 block, would you look at that? Even though we begin with block, I found that Vladdy is not really a blocking character. We do start with precise, which allows us to crit, which is amazing. And one precise stack allows us to crit twice, so we don't need to use two. We don't need a precise stack for every time we attack in a multi-attack card, if that makes sense. These are both doing the same thing. They're both attack 5 times twice, or 5 damage twice. Now we could go ahead and shuffle here, which might be the way that we save ourselves from some damage. Maybe. Possibly. I think I'm going to. That will unfortunately give him 8 armor, 8 effective hit points, but I don't see a way out of this right now. Oh, I have a lot of defensive cards in hand. We do, however, have a 1 more precise stack, so let's rip it. All that hard-earned armor, gone in the blink of an eye. We'll gain precise here. We now have more crits. We'll deal 12. Straight to his face, if he has a face. Spare me. Have mercy. Mercy is for the weak. And that's a beautiful kill. That redraw is going to be very important. Now, ooh. Stealth cards are interesting. Jeanne did not have these. Stealth cards will trigger, or will not trigger the enemy reaction on the card if the card would otherwise be activated. So you can play this when the pips are 1 off from going off, and it will be great. Gain 1 precise stealth. Oh, darn. Piercing to pierce armor. I'm going to go ahead and take steel here. This is deal 6, steal 2 of the highest buff. This could be very powerful. We're also going to take the decay here. Breaking damage will ignore shields that the enemy has, and I'm probably going to just edit, not make a new card. We're going to go ahead and rot one of these. Like I said, armor is not really our shtick. It can be helpful, of course. It was helpful in that fight. But our real shtick is this devouring damage. We don't have a whole lot of sources of devouring. We do have some. We're going to upgrade slash into steel. And something I've commented on during the last one, which was probably edited out, is I feel like some cards are just literally direct upgrades of other cards. Like steel was deal 6, but the starting attack, or steal 6 and steal a buff, whereas the starting card is just deal 6. So, I don't know. The Parasite head, this guy's shtick is that he applies decay, but we can block his single hits. That are going to be painful. We can even gain precise here. We can even trigger both the attacks, block both the attacks, and we are now golden with all blues to play around with. With 2 crits, that means you pretty much just slap. We don't want to trigger the breaking damage if we can help it. Ideally, we don't trigger the decay damage either, but you know how it is. With 8 armor, ooh, we can apply decay to the decayer. Let's see how you like it, you rotten sods. Now, we could take 6 and flip the cards, now that they're all about to be popped. That might not be a terrible idea. Of course, we'll have to deal with that eventually. It's not like we can just flip it and forget it, you know? As nice as that would be. Can I somehow wring more damage out of this? I'm not sure. I think we'll flip. I could... the decay is really going to start stacking. We'll flip. We are going to take 6 for flipping, as you can see here on the bottom right, but that's okay. That is probably alright. We will parry to apply a defense. We could even do it again. Want to see me do it again? Piercing ignores armor, which means it's all righty-dighty. By me. Now he has no buff, so there's no point stealing it, so we're just going to smack. I think I'm still going to take the 2 decay damage here, after being attacked. Nope. Fantastic. We'll gain the precise here. Unfortunately, because of our earlier flip, I can't actually... Oh, nope, just kidding. I can deal 9. Which will be critted to deal 18. Yeah, the flipping is important. That is very important. This could be good. I do like Rot a lot. Now, Rust could be interesting. This is more against units that have a bunch of armor. I've come to the realization that we're going to need answers against pretty much everybody. Like, whatever you can think of, the enemy's going to eventually have. Now, we have a damned reward, which I guess are the artifacts. At the start of battle, gain 1 counter, Sigmund Freud. Hey, bud. Ragnar Lodbrok. If your armor is lower than 1 after you redraw, gain 10 armor. Or, at the start of battle, Alexander of Macedon. That's not Alexander the Great, is it? Gain 1 precise for a free crit. Interesting. These aren't overly powerful. The counter one is definitely the weakest. Alexander lets us get a strong opening. This could provide us some more sustain, but some of the later enemies, redrawing is a really dangerous endeavor. However, we'll start with Alexander of Macedon. That'll be fine. 1 to rule them all. And what was our deck? More Rot. Alright, we'll take Exploit. Put that on there. And we will take a Rot. Oh. Do I want 0 block? I'm kind of committed to no block. Okay, great. I'm sure it'll be fine. It won't be fine. But it... we're an aggressive character that can heal. It'll be... probably okay. There are a lot of fights here. Let's go against the Elite Demon. Now, previously I lost the Elite Demon. It is Cerberus once again. He is the one who ended... oh my god. Ended Jeanne d'Arc's run. And perhaps you can see why. Holy damage. The Rust is going to be very helpful. We'll start off with a Rot here. We have a free crit. This is going to deal 18 damage straight to his faces. We can take this 8 to the face, and I'm probably going to. So let's do that. That is the least defensive of all the cards. But as you can see now, if we redraw against Cerberus, he gets 15 armor and 2 protection, which makes his armor do even more stuff. We definitely want to Rust against him. He raises the highest debuff of himself. Okay, that could actually be sketchy. There's the Rust. I'd love to apply more Decay. Why didn't you get Decay applied earlier? I'm not sure. We are going to want the shield. More Rust. More shield? More shield. He will attack us for 16. We will block it. He'll gain armor, but our Rust will kick in, reducing 6 of it. Not bad. And so much damage. Holy shit. I think we're just going to be playing into this armor thing. TBH. Rot. So we have 1 shielded remaining. I could pop this and shield again. We'll take 8. The 8's kind of wasted on the shield. It doesn't feel great, but it might just be what we have to do. Because this 24 is really gonna hurt. We're gonna feel that in the morning. We're probably gonna have to take this 8 3 times. I'd love to double shield, but we haven't drawn it yet. So get a Rust. Good crit. I can double shield, but doing so is going to trigger this 8, and we'll eat the 16 with it. Ugh. We're going to have to eat this 24. At some point in time. The good news here, there is good news. Baby. I guess we double shield. Ah, shit. I could trigger this 24. And I think that's what I'm going to do. We trigger the 24, we eat the 24 with the shield. Okay. He erased our highest buff, but guess what? We had no buffs because we were prepared. We were ready. We knew what was coming. Decay. Devour. Get back up to near full health. A double decay. Okay. This 24 is looming over me like a freaking sword of Damocles. He's at 100 hit points. We're gonna need more decay manipulation, I think. I think that's gonna be a winning formula for Vlad. If you had any bloody buffs, Cerberus, I could steal them. That would be great. Alright, we're gonna rot. We are going to make use of the rust stacks that we have before he erases them to trigger stuff here. Even more. No armor for you, bub. Now, we could, hear me out, with this 11 rust, we could redraw. We just play all of our single red cards into the middle. These two remain on full, almost full pips. We redraw our hand. Life moves on. Is that wise? I know not. Is it what I'm going to do? Maybe. I think so. I'm really... Ooh, we're playing a risky! How's a draw? Oh, we got a rot we can use. Cool. 22 armor. But look at your rust, bro. That armor means nothing to me. Steal 2 of the highest buff. Well, hello, darling. It's good to see you. I'll take that. Of course, we can't actually use protection, but we can make sure he doesn't have it, and that's more important. We can apply Decay. Remember, every stack of Decay is another point of damage he takes when we do stuff. That's all fantastic. I believe it doesn't trigger twice if I multi-attack, though, so that's worth noting. Also, now we're back to this. This is looming over me like a dagger in the night. We could just roll the precise to start doing damage and eat it. 8 times 3 is 24. Oh my goodness, my health. It hurts. And I'm too weak. He also removed all of his rust, which does suck, but that's okay. Probably. We can just apply more. We are going to crit here, so I'd like to deal the most damage possible. Everything here says 12. So let's get our rust application rolling. We can flip this. Flip this and gain a shield to eat that. That will, of course, give him more armor, but, I mean, at this point, what doesn't give him armor? No, we can't take 16. 16 is a touch too much for me. Oh my goodness gracious. So how would you like to die? Alright, his armor's gone. We are, If I play any of these cards, I die. That's cool. Cool. So we're gonna have to roll this again. Playing with fire. This is how it works. That is not a stealth card. Okay, good to know. More rust. Alright. Let's shield. We'll block this 24, which flips it back to being terrifying. That's actually not that bad. Not that bad. Okay, let's get rid of his armor. We're going to heal a touch. Emphasis on a touch. Both cards will be played. We'll take 16. That wasn't probably worth it. He's also going to gain 22 armor. That is a fat amount of armor, but we can just keep applying rust. Keep on, keeping on. We could double shield again. I could actually steal this. So he doesn't have it again. It again, doesn't benefit us, but as long as he doesn't have it, I think all is well. We are getting there. He's down to 15 hit points. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. With 1 shield. Alright, we're going to gain a precise. That's going to play. No, it's not. It shouldn't play. Okay. It's ready to play. Oh, fuck me. I have miscalculated. Well. If I shield, this doesn't kill me. I am so close to killing him. And yet... I am gonna die. Yep. Alright, there's only one way out of this. And that's to roll the die again. This card being only 2 pips is really hurting me. Good hits. 18, decay. Rust ticks in. Wait, have we done it? We might have done it, team. Oh, we might be there. Oh my goodness gracious. Give me something good for this. Fall, demon! Look at my resources. I got things I didn't even know existed. What the heck is a blur? A character with blur increases the dodge chance to 50% for the next attack. Blur can stack, but each received attack, successful or not, reduces the stack by 1. I'm sorry. Is this a dodge with a chance of not dodging? Well, isn't that fucking infuriating? That is infuriating. Corrosion would have been really good on that fight. This reduces the amount of armor that someone receives when it's played. And it's a stealth card, so I could have played it stealthily. You have another steal. It's 2 dodge or shielded. Alright, I'll take it. What could go wrong, really? We could even make a new 2-cost card. If we wanted to. Oh, that was scary. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. It's like, we could make this. I don't know if that's good. But I did it. As I mentioned, you kind of want your deck to be really thin. Another stealth card. We'll take steel. Now, where are you? We're kind of at the point where I could return to Nadir. Again. We're really low on hit points. We only have 19. We have 1 healing card, which you'd think a vampire would have just a touch more than a little bit than 1. But let's see how hard this combat is, you know? Going down fighting. That's the way Vlad the Impaler would want it. The gutter devil. 80 hit points. It's a rusty boy. Oh, so we fought him earlier. This shouldn't be too bad, I hope. 5 times 4 is death, though. Worth noting. In fact, quite a bit of this is death. But we'll start with a fat 18 damage to the face, apply the decay. Let's get our healing rolling. Maybe I should have used my precision on that, actually. Well, you know how it is. If I rot again... and then impale... you know... oh, it's delay! Oh, I hate delay cards. I shouldn't have built that. I didn't read that in time. You know, mister, I can rust you too. I can. Yes, I can. Can I steal shielded? I don't know. There's really only one way to find out. Yes, I'm gonna shuffle. I am 100% redrawing. This will give him 1 stack of shielded, but it's also going to prevent us from taking any of these damages. And hopefully we can shield some big damage coming our way. It looks like we can. Just remember, the moment we do this... Oh, he only has one. For science. I stole it, but it was instantly consumed. Okay. So I actually fought this guy before, and he is what almost ended my run. The reason is because weak is really bad for good old Vlad, and it was even worse for my last run. This time it's just going to be a minor inconvenience, probably. I do need... If I seal, I get 2 weak. Okay, I think I'm going to play into sealing here. Oh, I could blur. You know what I love more than anything? Gambling. But the question is, does blur proc with shielded? Do we just experiment? Do we learn? Do we play with the cards we have been given? I might as well. Not like I'm going to live long. We were attacked. Are both consumed? No, I dodged and the shielded was protected. Okay, that's pretty good. Can we do it again? Let's see. He attacked. It was blocked. And the blur was still... The blur was not consumed. Alright, we're in. Probably. Remember, breaking goes through shielded effects. We have no buffs to steal, as 'twere. Let's see if I can blur this breaking damage. Maybe? Holy crap, I did. Okay. Now we still have a slight problem. Still a slight problem. I didn't draw a very good... I mean, I could rot here. That's 12. What'll it be? 18. We win. We win against the gutter devil. Wow. Okay, blur is good. Blur is good. What we're going to want to do... Take more blur. Oh, rip and tear. This is a fat amount of healing, but I don't think I have another 3 costs. And I want more blur. This is all the blues that I'm not a huge fan of. We'll take that. Alright, we're going to... Where is the card thing? We are going to dismantle this 2 cost. This one. Yes. And we are going to go to one of our shielded. Are we? We could just make a block card again. Something like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I don't know if it would be good, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So we have 3 1 costs and 4 2 costs. Okay. I was thinking about replacing 1 shielded with 2 blur. Just 1. That would leave me with only 1 shielded effect, though, and that's kind of sketchy. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. Alrighty. I don't like how I keep moving through Nadir. It is what it is. Do we advance? No, of course we don't advance. We clear the run. The swarm of fly. Oh dear. We're going to learn today. Oh, hey. I can take your buff. Yoink. Yoink. That's fun. I don't like diseases, but I don't like taking 8 damage. So let's heal for 12. Oh, he had armor. I should have played double slash first. My bad, my bad, my bad. Decay. Okay. This isn't great, but it's not bad. Also, my rage isn't going away. It's supposed to decay, I'm pretty sure. But I'm also not going to ask questions. Have I located a bug? Maybe. Rip and Tear and Claw. We have our 3-cost card. Now again, it can be really risky trying to play these, but these are both exceptionally powerful. Especially if we can line it up with Precise. Our deck is on the... it's 8. I don't think we want to go much farther than 8. I don't think so. So we will take this. I could take Grit here. This might not be bad. I don't know. Let's advance. We've recovered 8 of our hit points. 8 marvelous, succulent hit points. The Rotten Intestines. He has 60 armor, so our Russ is actually going to be playing a huge role, except he's going to be erasing it. Well, that sucks. It sucks, but you do what you must. And we must get rolling. Now, he appears to be doing loads of attacks that are penetrating our defenses. Which is very unfortunate. Remember, our devouring damage doesn't do anything against armor, so we just need to start slowly but surely working through this. That would have been great to be something else. Piercing goes through armor, if breaking goes through shield. Wow. I really don't want to take 24. I'm sure you can't blame me. So we're just going to take 6 instead. There's our shielded. There's our Rip and Tear. Alright, let's shield. Rip and Tear is actually not going to do a whole lot. Claw might. Piercing is through armor, right? So we can trigger this one. Wow, this is really going to hurt. Now, the way Claw works is I die. That's how Claw works. Crap, I'm going to have to... Okay, hold on. We can do this. Maybe. So if I play block here, I take 4. Holy crap. Okay, so I... oh, here. This is the way I see to survive. It's not a pretty way, but it's a way. Breaking doesn't go through armor, so we get in armor. We take 4. We're going to live at 1 hit point. Oh, God. We're going to live at 1. That's the reality we're at right now. We're going to flip the cards again. He takes... yep, 1 hit point. That's the only hit point we need. And now we pray to the Dark Gods. Don't hit me. I'm a blur. And we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We live for like 1 turn. Maybe. Oh, how quickly everything goes under. Blur it up. We did not blur it up. We lost that 50-50. Well, GG. We made it as far as ever. We slew Cerberus and we have returned with a number of bugs. So, we can unlock Wrath enemies and a new resource, the Skull, which can be used to build other things, I'm assuming. The Lucky Bolt unlocks more card rewards for Jeanne d'Arc and the Purifying Blaze, which unlocks rare card rewards for Jeanne. Rare card rewards. So it looks like, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about unlocking more for Vlad. I did like Vlad more than Jeanne, but I think what we'll do is we will construct these buildings for Jeanne d'Arc. And we will come back with her to see if she, with her new access to new resources, or not resources, but new tricks, can slay the dreaded Beelzebub. And that's that. Well, if you want to see more Nadir, that is. I had to uninstall the game because there was a bug that I couldn't launch the expedition. But that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you saw any tricks or tips or ideas that I missed, feel free to let me know. There is a lot of roguelite in this roguelite deck builder. With some card halves already equipped. I need a load of everything for that. And I have to kill Moloch. I don't even know who that is. Fury. The Draconian Crown. Okay. Looks like we just need to find more resources for Vlad. Lots of playthroughs, it looks like. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you would like to stay up to date with everything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.